the Emerald Forest, known for its massive landscapes and the overwhelming Grimm that thrive in it. As it is used every year for new recruits that start their initiation for Beacon Academy, a lone huntsman is tasked by Glinda Goodwitch to deal with a Deathstalker that has been nesting in the forest. This huntsman is named Crimson Vane, who is also from Beacon. All is quiet until Vane hears his scroll ring as he grabs it and answers.
Have you found the Grimm yet, Mr. Vane?
Not yet, but I'm nearby the cliffs, so the den should be close.
Just please be careful and take care of it soon. New students arrive tomorrow, and we can't have too many dangerous Grimm roaming around.
Ozpin always loved launching kids off the cliffs as a part of their landing strategy.
If I remember correctly, you did more crashing into tree branches than actually landing?
Hey, I did that on purpose.
Of course you did.
Crimson suddenly hears something coming from the left pathway in front of him.
Gotta go, Professor.
Crimson hangs up and walks down the path to see two Ursa Grimm. He enters the clearing, and they both notice him right away. The first Ursa charges at him, slashing at him. Crimson dodges under the claw and shoots the Ursa in the gut with his weapon, Pegasus, in shotgun form. Pegasus is Crimson's huntsman weapon that works as a triple changer. It switches to a sniper rifle form, a shotgun form, and a hammer form. His semblance allows him to create an aura clone of himself that fights alongside him. Crimson backs away and spins, turning Pegasus into its rifle form, and tries to shoot the other Grimm but misses. The second Grimm charges at Crimson, who quickly dodges it by jumping over it. Then the first Ursa tries to slice him with its claws, and Vane attempts to slide under its claw, but fails and gets hit, sending him flying. Crimson transforms Pegasus into its hammer form and hits the first Ursa, causing it to stagger. The second Ursa slams its fists into the ground, sending a shockwave towards Crimson as he tries to use Pegasus shotgun form to propel himself into the air. His weapon changes to hammer form mid-air but falls short and flops to the ground. The first Ursa raises its fists into the air and slams the ground, sending a shockwave to Crimson once more. Crimson attempts the same trick from before, but still gets hit by the shockwave. Crimson gets up, switches Pegasus to its sniper form, and shoots the first Ursa in the chest, staggering it. The second Ursa attempts to headbutt Crimson, but he dodges just in time. Crimson transformed Pegasus into its hammer form to charge at the first Ursa and slammed the Grimm so hard and pulled the trigger, sending it flying as it disintegrated, killing it. The second Ursa snarls and charges at Crimson, raising one of its arms as it gets close to him. He switches Pegasus into shotgun form to propel himself in the air and fires again, shooting the Grimm in the back of the head. As Crimson lands on the ground, the Grimm turns and backhands him away. Crimson switches Pegasus into sniper form and aims for the Grimm's jaw. Crimson shoots the Grimm and kills it. Crimson sighs when suddenly a Deathstalker appears and uses its right pincer to attack Crimson, but he quickly dodges under the claw and leaves a shadow clone. He then shoots the claw with a shotgun round underneath it, saving the clone. Crimson commands the clone to leap and strikes the stinger and hits the stinger so hard the stinger breaks off and impales the Deathstalker in the head. Crimson switches Pegasus to shotgun mode and blasts the ground, attempting to get over the Deathstalker, but ends up falling short of his destination and landing in front of the Grimm. The Deathstalker tries to smash Crimson, and he attempts to slide under. Vane fails to slide and hits his head on the Grimm. Crimson then turns Pegasus into a hammer form, sticks it under the Grimm, and pulls the trigger, causing the Grimm to rear as it disintegrates. Crimson opens up his scroll and calls Glinda.
The Emerald Forest is ready for the next batch of huntsmen, Professor.
Did you find the Deathstalker?
Yeah, it's taken care of it.
Thank you, Mr. Vane.
No problem.
Crimson hangs up and heads back to his home in Patch. He steps off the boat and bumps into someone, knocking them down. He walks over to them and offers them a hand.
Are you all right?
The person who fell was wearing a red-cloaked hood, and she was also wearing headphones. Vane taps his ear, gesturing to her to listen.
Oh, sorry.
The girl removes her headphones.
I said, are you all right?
Oh, yes, I'm okay. I guess I'm in a hurry to the comic store.
Crimson helps her up.
It's fine. Just be careful next time.
I will, sorry, Mr.
Vane. Crimson Vane.
Ruby Rose?
Well, you have a good rest of your night, Ms. Rose.
Same to you, sir.
Crimson returns to his home and calls it a night.